All right, welcome, watch fans, to the world's greatest watch market update. So we got a special episode today. We have a couple of parts. We have a couple of parts here. We have like a three-ring circus here for you today. We will have the main idea for today's show is the show us your Rollie, show us your Rolex. This is the Rolex show and tell. So let me give you the link. Hang on 1 second. So hop on. Here we go. Hop on. Comments. Okay, here we go. 1 second. There we go. There we go. That is a link if you want to join right now live and show us your Rollie. Whip it out, and we basically want to see. We want to see what you have. We want to see what you have. Now, again, I don't want to see any basic bitch, explorers. Yeah, we want to see something interesting, right? So show us something interesting, and then we'll get into all the good stuff. But look, we're gonna warm things up. We're gonna warm things up right now. Thank you, Patel. And of course, look, we're gonna warm things up by opening up with some watch collection reviews. We're gonna have some watch collection reviews, and followed by some market updates, some auction updates. So let's get into that. And of course, leave your nasty and vicious comments below to share with the other punters in the audience. Okay, here we go. This is our top 10 watch collections from social media, episode 9 already. This is our 9th episode. Unbelievable, but true. We're going to run through this real quick. It's a little bit Rolex heavy today. Look, again, as always, the criteria for what watches do we choose? Yeah, we're looking for, something that's interesting and quality, but yeah, the photo, the creativity, that really matters because it's not as easy to take these pictures as you think, and you want kind of something interesting. You want to, something that matches the context. I don't want to say that matches the outfit, but yeah, it looks, makes the watch look interesting. Now, okay, we got on the wrist the GMT. This is the Meteorite, and this thing has been really growing on me. I was never a Meteorite guy, but no, this is a Meteorite. Meteorite. It's a meteor from space. I mean, that's the thing. Here's what makes this amazing. When you think about it, you got this. You basically have this piece of space. I mean, look. The reality is the rock. If you pick up a rock on the street, that rock is millions of years old, right? So it's not, these things are not really that special. But yeah, it is special that this thing comes in from outer space. It lands somewhere, and then you got a little sliver of that, and yeah, it's kind of cool. It is. It's kind of cool. Oh, Marcello's going to be joining. Okay, so it's kind of cool, and I think the value is there. So it's white gold Meteorite. You can get these for about 35 grand, right? I think and Marcello has one of these. So, and again, look at this. It looks great. You got a blue shirt. This really pops. I think that's a good choice. A lot of you guys are very dull. All you wear is blue shirts. This is a smart move. And it's kind of, the watch is not really that flashy. It's not a flashy watch. That's what I like about it. It's kind of, I mean, it is relatively low key for, for what it is. Moving on in the Rolex universe, we have the date 36. And again, I'm not a fan of this. It's just kind of interesting to show, some of these exotic doll variants. I think this is like, I don't want to say ugly. And this guy's got these weird tattoos, which, he has in these pictures, which makes it really unphotogenic. But he's got some crazy watches, a lot of hype watches. This guy, I think he's in Hong Kong or Singapore or somewhere out there. I don't know. It's he's got some crazy hype watches. Again, not my thing, but interesting to show, right? You got the sapphires, you got diamonds. You can see where Rolex is. I think this actually would be interesting if you wore it on a strap. You put this on like a blue, shiny crocodile or alligator strap. It would look amazing, amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. Now, speaking of amazing, here's the thing. Look, this there's a misspelling, excuse me. Tristan. Artisan de Genève, Artisan de Genève, or de Genève, whatever. Artisans de Genève. So basically, look, this is it, man. These guys basically customize your Rolex, and it's not again big difference between like a bust down and what these guys are doing. Again, technically, it's kind of the same thing. These are aftermarket, right? It's aftermarket. The difference is this increases in value because Artisan de Genève is basically I mean, they basically create a whole new watch. I mean, these are serious people. Look, they're Swiss. This is not some like bust down outfit on somewhere in the basement on 47th Street, right? This is these are serious horologists who are making these watches, right? So the value is there. The value is there. Would I buy one? No, but I appreciate that somebody is doing it. I appreciate that somebody's commissioning these guys and making this happen. I mean, I think this watch is amazing. So I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think. And by the way, we got the link coming out here for anybody that wants to join in and show us your Rollie live. Show us your Rollie. What is everybody's shy? All the punters are shy. Nobody wants to show. By the way, quick announcement. I'm actually looking for a WordPress guy. I need somebody who can set up a basic WordPress site, for some video stuff. It's Elementor is the thing. I don't know how this stuff works. It's pretty simple. I have a template thing, one of those whatever template things. I just don't know how to use it because I'm not. I don't know if you guys have figured it out, but I'm not technologically advanced. So please DM me in the email below, which is brutalwatchreviews@gmail.com. But again, I need somebody serious. I've gotten emails from a lot of knuckleheads. I need somebody who's serious, who's actually has experience, can do it. It's not a complicated, it's a couple of hours work. And yes, you will get paid. This is not a clown operation here. This is a first class operation here. Let me get rid of this. Okay. So let's keep moving here. Some basic watches, a Sky Dweller. Listen, why do we have it? Create a photo, right? You got the brown chocolate dial. This guy's got the Panama hat. Is that a brown band around the head or like a burgundy? I don't know, but it's good. Borsellino. I'm actually partial to wearing hats in different seasons because the hair is thinning a little bit, and the sun gets kind of hot or it gets cold in the winter. So these things have become practical. Again, great choice. I'm not crazy about these Oyster Flex straps because it's black, which I think is a very dull color, but they are very comfortable. I wish Rolex came out with some new ones. Now let's keep moving forward into something interesting. Again, I think I may have shown this watch before on a previous live stream. So this is the AP Quantième Perpetuel, right? The perpetual calendar. And again, these things are going for like under 10 grand a couple years ago, and then they popped. You could probably get one still for about 18 grand. This one is platinum, so you're paying a little more. You got the funky finish. You got kind of a funky finish over there. You got the blue dial, platinum. It's an ugly strap. I'm not a fan of the strap. Actually, yeah, this strap is a disaster. It actually takes away from the whole. It really is a disaster. Like this guy. Oh, what's crazy? This guy, Eric Chang. This guy should be ashamed of himself. So this guy owns he's like a sneaker guy. He's got a big sneaker store. One of those hype sneaker brand stores in LA. All the big, I don't know, the whole sneaker thing. And he actually has the Cactus Jack AP, right? So the guy's a fashion guy. Why would he not get a more interesting strap? This is a very dull strap. Really, you need like a shagreen, strap with this shiny stingray baby blue would look amazing with this. I think that would be the killer look. If you put this on a baby blue stingray strap, you get that from like Jean Rousseau, it would be phenomenal, right? And yeah, you can probably get one of these 20 grand. I think these are a pretty good deal. Moving forward. Now, this is really interesting. Hang on a second. I gotta look for the video because this is something crazy. Wait, let me go back. Hang on. I'm gonna keep this on the screen for just 1 second. I'm gonna keep this screen on just 1 second. I need to show you this. Full strike sapphire. Okay, hang on a second, because I'm gonna show you this video. This thing is crazy. Hang on a second. Let me pull this up. This is really worth looking at. Is the video up? Where's the video? Where is the video? Shit. Oh, here we go. Okay, hang on a second, guys. Let me stay tuned. The production value is about to go up. 1 second, share screen. Okay, now I'm going to show you something very cool. This is going to be really interesting. So this watch, why are we showing it? It's a minute repeater. It's made out of let's move forward a little bit. It's too much artistry. That's the sound. Okay, that's it. Hang on a second. Let me pop back in 1 second. Here we go. Add to stage. Okay. Let me see. We get the punters here. Yeah, so this is interesting. I think I was talking about a different one. Yeah. So here's the problem with the show part, right? Is, okay, it's a limited edition of 5, right? So it's a limited edition. I'm only showing it because, I think it's an interesting watch, right? It's an interesting watch. You want to show interesting things, right? Like, where are things in the market today, right? Where are we in the context of where things are? So, the problem is that you nailed it on the head. Is like, I don't know too many people who are willing to write a big check like that. I mean, even if this is like an amazing watch, or whatever, I mean, there's just so many other choices. Like, let's say a minute repeater. You can get let's see what you can even get an AP. You can get an Audemars Piguet minute repeater. It's not going to be a Royal Oak. It's going to be, whatever, some, one of their other minute repeaters. And it's going to be, you can get one for under 30 grand for sure. By the way, a link below for anybody that wants to join in, show us your Rollie live, whip it out. Yes, so that's the problem. Nobody's going to pay 450 grand. I don't know anybody who would pay for this unless they're really diehards or they really don't know anything, right? Like, somebody may not know anything. They just love the look of the watch. They stumble into the store and, next thing you know, they're buying the watch. They fall in love with the story. There's people like that. There's only 5 of them. All you need is 5 tomato cans to go for this. Again, this watch is how you doing? This watch is actually, I mean, it's a beautiful watch. Is it worth 450 grand? I don't think it is. But people out there, it gives them enjoyment. I mean, like, because they're competing with, I think there's some other sapphire. Are there other sapphire case minute repeaters? That's a good question. I don't know. But look, you're getting to the segment where you're in the RM territory. There's other things out there. Yeah, here's the other thing, the skeleton. I personally don't care for skeletons because, to me, like, I'm all about form follows function, and I can't read the dial. I don't want to, like, it's a novelty thing. After a while, you know what? I don't really care. I want to read the dial. I'm not here to look, look at it. Yeah, just we're gonna quick. I think we may have shown this one before also. Just a platinum. Actually, I showed a video of one of these from the Miami Beach Antique Show. I had one on the wrist with a blue dial with a baguette hour markers, and really cool watch. So it's a blue dial with baguette hour markers instead of these like little baby diamonds, which I really don't like. But the beezil, the baguette bezel, I think, is amazing on those 36 millimeters. It's really, really cool. If you had the little baby diamonds, it would look like crap. It would look very feminine. It just doesn't look right. I shouldn't say feminine because, like, on women, I don't think it even looks good. The little baby diamonds on the bezel. You need to have big baguettes like this, okay? Otherwise, it looks cheap. It looks nasty. It looks vicious and nasty, like nasty vinyl. Now, we got another turnograph. Oh shit! I just realized, like, a couple of these slides I showed before. I think I just copied and pasted. I did a wrong copy and paste. Okay, so I think I showed this before. So we got the turnograph. This is an early one. It looks ugly. It looks kind of ugly. It's fugly, but this is the early one. This is the first edition. They had to start from somewhere, right? And this one actually was given to the real guy. It was given to Thunderbird. You know, and you know, I got one of these when I shot down, because you know the Air Force would give these to people who were in the Thunderbirds, right? The aerobatic squadron, but also give it to, like, as an award. So, like, I got one of these when I shot down like 5 MiGs over Vietnam back in 1968. And it was all in one day, by the way. And yeah, so the Air Force, they called me up and they said, listen, you know, we want to thank you for your service. Yeah, that's the one that I have on the wrist. The one that you see in the videos is from Vietnam. Unbelievable, unbelievable, but true. Yeah. So moving along, we have let's see here. We got, okay. Now we're gonna get into the Rollie. I'm waiting for somebody to show up here. I got the link out there. You guys are a bunch of pussies. Hang on, I'm gonna have to show you my Rollie. I don't want to. Mine is not that impressive, but I'll show it to you anyway. But let me do. So this is kind of a little warm up app. Hopefully some of the punters will come in here. Boy, geez, 17 minutes in it. Geez. Okay, so now we're going to cover. Now, last week we had a auction. We actually had the auction preview of some interesting auctions coming up, and today we're going to cover the results. That's right. We're going to show you what these watches hammered at. Okay, but before, we got the punters asking, Steel, Datejust 36. I think the Datejust 36, right? That's the new model you're talking about, right? The new one with the blue dial is beautiful. Black I would never get. Never, ever get that with a black dial. I think it looks terrible. It's all about the dial. I have a whole video here about dial color. It really makes a huge difference. You really want to get that. You want to get it. Hang on a second. Let me see. Let me see. I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up so the punters can see. I'll even go to the Rolex site. Let me see if I can go to the Rolex site so you punters can see what these guys talk about. I'll just do this real quick. So here we go. Let me do this real quick. Before the okay, here we go. Let me see if I can pull this up. 36. Stand by. Here we go. Share screen. Wait. Stop. Okay. Now, one moment. Okay. Hang on a second. Let me pull this up. Look, we don't even have a producer. It's a very low budget operation. Okay. So this is from the Rolex site. This is the basic bullshit that they're showing you, right? You know, actually, this is what I had. That was my first Rolex. That was my first Rolex. I mean, not this one. But it was basically the Roman dials on a white face. You know, this was like the old model. I got this watch, like, I don't know, 1998. So it's probably a couple of years old at that time. So it was a mid-90s watch. It had the junky bracelet, the buckle, the Roman dials, and you know what? Look, it had the fluted bezel, 36 millimeter. And by the way, it's a perfect size. Don't listen to all this hype about 41 millimeter. It's all about proportion, right? So here is the problem with this. I think the Roman numerals, it's not a classic look. If I would do it all over again, I would get stick markers. I would get the stick markers. Why aren't they coming up? Oh, geez, they get so much garbage here. Hang on a second. Wait. Where is the stick markers? Where's the blue dial? I don't know what's going on here. Oh, shit. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't know how to use their site. Okay, here we go. Oh, jeez. Okay, they're not showing you. Okay, fuck them. Fuck these guys. Roller survey. Can we pull this up? No. I don't have patience with this crap. Hang on. Let me go back to this. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't know why they're not showing this on their site. Okay. So the date 36, I think looks amazing. Hang on a second. Blue two-tone. I don't know if I would go with two-tone. I'm a two-tone fan. But I would not get a two-tone date just because on the date just, it's kind of an old look. I mean, it could look good, but it's a dated look, So if you're gonna go for a dated look, it's got to be a vintage watch. Does that make any sense to you? Like, I don't mind two-tone or certain other watches, but specifically for the date just, it's a dated look because people associate it with the 80s watches. Does that make sense? Like, I have a Yachtmaster, it's a two-tone, but that's a new watch. That's a watch of the 2020s, whatever, right? Even though they had other, the Yachtmasters, those don't count. I'm talking about the new thing. It's a modern watch. Here, it's just going to look old. What you want to go with this clean look. I probably wouldn't do fluted. I probably wouldn't do fluted. That's me personally. I mean, if it's your first watch, you might want to go with the full Rolex experience, which is the fluted beezil, right? The fluted beezil is the real Rolex experience. If you're a little more advanced, you have other watches, then you want to kind of have something that's more versatile. It's a little more kind of, interesting, which is the smooth beezil. Blue, green, those are the two colors. You don't want anything else. Those are the only two colors you should even consider. Fluted plus Jubilee. Okay, so let me go back to, and we got Marcello. We got Marcello coming in here in just a minute. So let me go back to this. Let me finish up. So here's some auction action. It's the hammer time segment of our show, and then we're going to go into the rollies. Marcello, I'm just going to give the punters a preview. Hang on a second. How do I do this? We're going to give Marcello's backstage. We're going to give the punters a preview. Let me go back to the over here. Hang on a second. Let me wait. How do I do this thing here? Okay. Let me leave him backstage for a moment. Okay. So. Wait, Marcelo, hang on a second. So, actually, no. Feel free to comment. Can you hear me?
Of course. I'm here.
Okay. Listen. So, yeah. So we're talking about watches. By the way, what do you think? What do you think of the for a punter that's going to get his first rollie? Would you get what would you, in terms of a day just? What would you do? Would you do a fluted, smooth beezil? What color?
I would. This is the most show off day just you can get.
Most show off, right?
Yeah, this is it. You know what? I was wearing my platinum Daytona, and it was one person came to my shop with this watch, but they actually with the blue dial, and that watch pop way more than my platinum Daytona. This thing was shiny all over the place. Was sparkling everywhere. Yeah. It was with the Jubilee. No. This one, the day just with the Jubilee bracelet, with the fluted bezel. Everything was shiny like crazy. It was like, and I was wearing the platinum Daytona, and that was way more attractive. Like kind of look at me because when the lights hit in the shop,
Yeah,
that watch is sparkling like crazy.
it's a disco ball. It's like a Studio 54
Yeah,
action.
yeah.
Now, what size? You have the 41, right? You got the 41?
I think that person had the 41. Yeah,
Oh, okay. What color dial was it?
blue.
Blue. Okay, yeah. There you go. Blue. I think blue is a great color. Blue, green. It's all good. Hang on a second. Let me finish off here. Let me finish off before we go into the show us your Rolly segment.
And
Marcel, I'm going to be talking about
yeah,
going over some of the auction results. These are more vintage pieces. I don't know if you want to add any comments, but let's get into it right here. Something we covered last week, and so we got some interesting Pateks, right? So this is a Calatrava. The reason we're showing this is it's got like that textured finish, and it's got the funky strap, funky bracelet, right? I'm showing you the
yeah.
back of the bracelet, which is like it's almost like a Rolex, right? It's like that. It's not one of those mesh bracelets. This is like a very unique one. And with this sold for 6,100 euro, including the premium. Pretty decent deal. I don't know, 7 grand for a rose gold watch. I think it's a great deal,
Nice.
right? Yeah, great deal. I'll put on a strap
Small
here.
watch. I would assume a 34, 35 millimeter, right? It's not a big watch, this one.
Yeah, it's a classic size from the 60s.
Yeah.
And this is a very Japanese watch because of the texture. The Japanese love that texture.
Yeah, I see that one. This
His,
Cartier. Very. How
yeah.
much is this Cartier?
Okay,
5 grand
hang on a
almost.
second.
Mm,
So this thing had an estimate. They had an estimate. So what these guys kind
mm,
of give you a range, because so the estimate was 15 to 20,000, right? Uh, Now they also have a 10% buyer premium, right? So if you buy it, you got to also
yeah.
pay 10% commission. So this thing sold for, it looks like, probably above the estimate. It must have sold for like 20. Let's do the math, like 22.5. It sold for top money,
Oh,
22.5 plus the premium. So almost $25,000 for this platinum tank chinois. And
oh shit! It's platinum.
yeah, it's platinum. What do you think? What do you think? This is a
Nice.
Pico channel? No, we're not showing steel shitters. This is all platinum. Yeah, this is platinum, baby. Um, yeah, it's a very Japanese watch. All right, it's platinum. So
Yeah,
to me,
this
it's
is
a very
nice.
dull watch. It does nothing for me. It's got a little guilloche on the dial, but
Mm,
I don't know. I think it's a dull dial. It's a very boring white dial. I think it's a very boring. You want a blue dial on that. Maybe green
You know
would be
what?
beautiful.
For 24, you're almost like 25K. I would go for something better than this Cartier.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit. I mean, like
Yeah,
I have that Patek, which I was showing yesterday. This kind of tank look. What is it, the gondolo? And that watch is like 6 grand, right? It's yellow
yeah,
gold, beautiful blue dial, same size. And there's others out there. I mean, there's other deals out there. I mean, like Cartier, I think is way overhyped right now. They're getting. I don't know why all of a sudden all the punters the punters are going nuts. The punters are going nuts for Cartier. I mean, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that the punters are going bananas. For the Cartier. It's not nothing that special.
yeah.
And the prices are going crazy. Uh, okay, so this is a watch. I was actually interested in this. Like, I thought maybe I was kind of tempted to register. Like, I don't need one of these really. I had I had the blue dial version of this. I mean, on a strap, and it's the annual calendar, right? And the thing is, right, is if you have it on a bracelet, this is on a bracelet. On a bracelet, it's got a lot more versatility, right? Because with a
Yeah.
bracelet, you can go swimming. You can, wear it in the hot weather, wash it afterwards. You can't do that with a strap. You're outside, it's humid, it's raining, whatever. You can't wear a strap. You got to have a bracelet. Actually, I like the white gold. The white gold is the one that I like because the rose, it doesn't look good on me, and the white is more low key. So this thing
Yeah.
sold for
Now, let me
this
say
thing.
this one look too much dangerous, kind of, especially with this dial. If they would change it in least to a blue dial or even a white dial, something that pop. This dial
Well,
made this watch look from a
it's chocolate.
distance.
It's
Yeah,
chocolate. It's like a rose. It's like a Rolex. Bronze. It's like a chocolate bronze.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
looks No, it looks really good in like the daylight. There's a bad picture. I mean, the photos doesn't look. It looks
Okay,
really
okay, I
good.
see. Hmm.
Yeah, it pops. It's got a sunburst. It's nice. It's really nice. If you like, if you want something that's a lot of rose gold, I think it's a little bit too much. Like they make one like this, which is white gold, blue dial. I have a video of it actually, a quick video from the Miami Beach show, and it looks amazing. Blue dial. It
And
also looks a lot younger. This is kind of an old man
yeah,
look a little bit. Like
it does.
this is
And I think this one would look better in a leather strap because it's too much gold, I think, in this one, kind of, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. So the white gold, it looks great, but this I was kind of
Yes.
curious because here's the thing: this is the Tiffany dial, right? You got a Tiffany dial, so you see the little
Oh,
Tiffany
shit.
logo above.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You see
yeah.
the little
I see.
microscopic. You got to use a microscope to read it,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and
It's above the date, very small. You need to pinch it. Yeah.
yeah. So the punters are all the tomato cans. They love that Tiffany. And so this thing sold. Yeah, I thought it might sell for like 40 grand. And I thought, actually, I was like, wow, if this goes really cheap, maybe I could buy it. I'll wear it, then I'll flip it because But obviously, I'm not the only person who thought that. It's like there's other geniuses out there, right? So this thing sold for it wasn't crazy money. It sold for 60 grand with premium. So that means it sold for 55 grand. That was the hammer price, 55,000. And the kind of without the Tiffany would probably be like retail, the secondary market in the 50s. So it's not a crazy price. It's not a
Man, not
crazy
so
price.
much.
It's not a crazy price. The white gold one is going for about 45, which is a little high. It's all scratched up. It's on chrono. And yeah, so it's the punters are paying up for the Tiffany still, even on these models. So
I,
okay,
I would go to the white gold because I can get it on the bracelet and it look pretty much like a sport watch.
yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. On white gold, blue dial, it looks great, and nobody knows it's gold. I mean, most people won't know what it is. They're gonna think it's like a
Yeah.
Timex, right? So it's like, yeah, it's kind of low key, but it looks stunning. It's a very minimalist. So we got a couple of vintage Universal Genève, which I really want to get one. I've been looking for the right one for a while, so because they make some really cool stuff. And this sold for decent money, right? It's like basically 30, 4
Yeah.
grand US roughly for this, a triple date moon phase, right? You got day, date, month, seconds. I mean, for 4 grand and it's rose gold. I mean, I don't know the condition. I don't know if it's running. We don't know these things,
I,
but
I don't know.
so
I
this is
don't know where Universal Genève today will be put because they actually revived the company. I think was who revived the company now. They're actually
uh,
starting. Yeah, Breitling, right?
Breitling
Yeah,
because
yeah,
they
yeah.
bought the name. Yeah, they bought the name, so they're gonna kind of try to revive it. But the thing is, what they're gonna do is I don't know what they're gonna do. Nobody knows. It's gonna they might just do some sort of monstrosities. Because Universal Genève. I mean, like the stuff that they were doing in the 50s and the 60s before that was phenomenal. It was stuff like this, and then in
Yeah.
the 80s, the 90s, they were doing a bunch of garbage. They went through some financial. It was basically just crap, and they ruined the brand. But they were
Then
they
they
made some
bankrupt.
yeah, they made cool watches. I mean, look at this. I mean, we had what's his name on before, Tan, and he has a paddock like this, right? So something like that, right? He's got a paddock, a chronograph. This is a chronograph, triple date moon, and then he's got a perpetual calendar. This is like almost the same thing, basically the same thing.
Yeah, they,
Um,
they used to work with the same movement. They used to, I think, was a Valjoux they used to use that time. I think they used to what used to be in the Artists of Geneva is sorry, in the Universal of Geneva used to go to Patek as well. They used to have the same movement.
I I think it's an amazing watch for four,
Mm.
for $4 grand. And the thing, actually, I tried to register to bid in this auction online, and the problem is I did it kind of late, but there's like two different platforms, and you get approved, but then they only approve you for €1,000. Yeah, it was a whole fucking thing, and
Oh,
by
this is
then it
for
was
four
already.
grand. Is nice. Is a solid gold or this is plated gold?
I think it's gold. I think it's solid gold. It's a good question.
Nice.
I think it's solid. Yeah, I think it's solid pink gold. Okay, and yeah, I'm just showing a little variety. So this is, I love the Atmos clock, and I have one which is not working now.
And this is the
One of the basic.
atmospheric clock, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I have a basic model, but this is like a really cool one. I would love to have one like this. This is like looks very 70s, 60s with this glass and
Yeah.
brass.
This is
It's
nice. You know, in Japan it doesn't work much because of the air crate.
because of the what?
Air crate.
The air what?
We
Freight?
have we have air crates, you know, the land moving air crate.
Oh, earthquake. Oh, earthquake. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, earthquake,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think no, I don't think the earthquake would affect it. I don't think it would
I
affect
don't
it.
know.
But
I
the
think
problem is they're very fickle. They get very like I don't know, like and when it breaks, it costs like $1,000 to fix it. You got to send it in, so but
oh
it's a
shit.
cool clock. If it's working, it's worth, it's worth every penny. Okay, so now we're done. We're done with this segment. We are going to hang on a second. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to remove. Wait, wait. Okay, add. Wait. Okay, hang on a second, Marcel. Let me see there.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is
yeah.
going on? Okay, I'm going to. Wait, is this working? Okay, we got the show us your Rollie segment now. All right, Marcel, let's see what you got here. You got the camera, you got the lighting set up. Can you do it? Can you
Yeah,
zoom in
yeah,
a little closer and show us? Marcel, quite frankly, I was hoping to get some fresh content. We saw this yesterday, but
yeah. I know, I know.
since you're
It's the
here,
only watches I have, you know.
we'll go through it again. Yeah, I mean, I thought I was hoping to get some other punters here. Where are the other punters? They all disappeared. They're all shy, right? So
Wait a second. Maybe I can show my wife the Explore One. This is the thing that I didn't show yesterday, but I don't have that much Rolex beside that. Like this is the. Here we go. Because it was supposed to be about Rolex today. If not, I can show you other watches.
oh, let's take a look. Let's take a look. I hate this watch. Let's just. I'll
Yeah,
tell
I
you
know.
what. We all know this.
I know you do.
So, it's
It's
it's so funny. Like compared to like, what do you have? What do you have? A UV light or something that you're flashing on it?
yeah. I have a UV. So when I flash the UV, I actually pop the number there.
Okay. Yes, I get it. People, I don't know why people like this. To me, it looks like this is the new one, right? This is the modern
Yeah,
bracelet, the
it's the new
modern.
one, but I understand what you say because this watch is not for me. This watch is actually good for my wife. And what
I
is
don't know
funny
why.
about
I don't know.
this,
I'm shocked. I'm shocked that your wife wears it. I mean, I've never met her. I don't know what her style is, but
yeah,
it's not like a woman's watch. It's a very like, basic, masculine watch. It's like,
yeah,
uh,
but
it's like,
it matched. Look at it.
yeah, it does match. Yeah,
The
it does
woman
actually.
and the man, you know. That's why actually we took it. Yeah, we said, actually it works here, you know.
How much
So
is it?
always when
It's not cheap. It's like what? It's like $7 grand or something.
something like that, yeah.
That's
Of
that's
course,
a lot of
retail.
money.
So
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't understand it. Like, I mean, I know why you probably had to kind of do it almost because, you want to, have the relationship to get the good stuff.
yes,
Uh,
yeah.
by the way, we got a question. One of the punters asking, so Ray, the motif dial, is that a dog? I think it's a dog. I don't know. Marcelo, would you get a motif dial on a Datejust? That's that texture bullshit that they
She
have.
My wife got it. She had the motif dial on the 36 millimeter. It was with the two-tone rose gold, and we put it on consignment now. So
You know,
the watch is going for sale.
I think as a woman's watch, I could be like, it's not a men's watch with a motif. It's like too much. It's not really
Yeah.
for men. I don't think that watch. I mean, you know, obviously you could wear it, but it's like it does. It just, to me, it doesn't work. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can turn on my camera. I'm going to show. Let me see if I'm going to do. Hang on. Okay, so we're going to do a quick. Okay, we're going to do a show and tell. Now, I'm only showing. I got only 3 of the Rollies here. We have here, which is, let me get this garbage out of the way. So we got the blue, you know, I'm showing the two-tone blue dial. Hang on, can I get this light? Let me see if I can get this light to be a little darker. No, okay. So okay, we got the turnograph. And again, I don't know why people, you know, there's a lot of people that haven't caught on to this. Again, it's not for everybody. I think it's going to take a while before people can kind of get into it, right? Like it's a sleeper. It's a sleeper watch.
Yeah.
You know, so again, but okay, so what you have again, this is the one we saw yesterday. This is, by the way, I did a separate video from the live stream. I pulled it out, so just showing your GMT and the Daytona. So your Daytona now is famous. It's got its own video.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's famous with the model number and everything. So, you know, we might get messages. How much? You know, you get those messages. How much? It's always usually like a scam or something. They're not serious.
Yeah.
They're never. Those people are never serious. By the way, this is the Rehaut edition. That's with the you know, the engraved inside the beezil.
This is nice. The only thing is the older one, right? So the bracelet is shit. Yeah, I know. You don't like that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, it's the no holes case. No, but it's the bracelet is shit. I mean, you got gold through the clasp.
Yeah, the gold full. Yeah. This is before they changed.
Yeah, it's like the tomato can bracelet. It's not the good one that they make now. That's why I want to get rid of it, because it's just, you know, I mean, I love the case, everything else, but you know, the bracelet, this is the thing I've always had with Rolex. That's why I've always sold them in the past, is that, you know, they're just, the quality was not there, and there's no excuse for it. So man, you're putting me to shame here with the. By the way, you know, I think you came in late. I was showing a thing, you know, collection review. A guy had you know, one of these meteorites.
The Meteorite. Yeah. And he
really
put in. I know that guy. I think because something with the shirt that have kind of I think that is an old video. I mean, or maybe he renew. Always he showed
probably,
that.
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
But the thing is, when you see the picture, the reason I like these pictures is because when you see that, then you kind of see how it would look on you, right? Like, because you know, when you're showing it, like, that means nothing, right? Somebody sees this video, like, I mean, they see the details, but that means nothing to them, right? What they want to see is, how does it look on the wrist, and in a different, you know, how does it look with a shirt or this or outdoors? You know, that's the reality. That's the reality, right? So, in this watch, it's really growing on me because it's so, I think it's just so versatile, because, you know, it's a sport watch, it's a dress watch. You know, you got the Meteorite, which really makes it pop, but it's not flashy. It doesn't have that, you know, asshole, like, you know, like the Submariner is kind of, it's got that like asshole vibe, you know, the yellow gold, the blue. It's
very one more thing. You see here in the date, you have a white gold frame.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah, they do only on the stone pieces. So of course, Meteorite is a stone. So only on the stones that actually do this kind of frame. This is for the stone not to chip. No, because then it can chip itself. So that's why they frame it.
Yeah, no, it's nice. It's actually, you know, I think about it, yeah, and you have white gold around it in the frame, it really makes it I mean, it makes it special. But I think, yeah, this is so versatile. Unlike the Submariner I was just showing, like, this watch, you can really wear a lot. And yeah, I think the prices are not too, they're not too crazy. I think they're getting like almost, almost, I don't want to say reasonable, but it's not like insulting.
Look, me personally, I love this watch. This is the watch that I'm never going to sell. Probably, I kind of ashamed because this watch, if somebody buy for investment, I'm telling you, this is going to pass the 100K easy. It's going to be huge because this
How many
watch.
years though? But how many years? How many years is it going to take to get to 100? 20 years? I don't know. 15 years?
No. Actually, that time, of course, with the economy is going to be even more. But then, of course,
Yeah.
a steel roll is going to be like 100K. So I mean, that time, if it's going to be 100 or let's say 200 or something, not a big deal. But
But
I
these
believe
went
very
to,
soon
no, but they went
because
to, in the hype, they went to what? They went to over 100 during the hype phase.
they went to over 100, and soon it's going to happen again because it's going to be discontinued this year. I already talked to my Rolex AD, and he told me this watch is gone. They already have the new catalog going to be released. He said this watch is not in the catalog no more.
Oh, okay.
This
Yeah.
is
No, this
gone.
is, I think it's an amazing, I think, and this is 40 millimeter, right? 40 millimeter.
40, yeah.
Yeah. So this is, I mean, I could wear this. I mean, and here's the thing.
No,
Here's the thing where I like,
you see, I know, baby, there was. Look how many scratches and everything. You see, I mean, the watch
that's
is
okay. That's
basically
not
went to
that's
war,
part of the law. Yeah, but here's the thing. I was talking about Meteorite. What makes the Meteorite really interesting, what I like about it is that, with the Meteorite, the dial changes every second. So it always gives you a new
Yes,
experience. Every time you look at it in different light, it reacts differently because you see there's so many different angles, facets, cut, whatever you want to call it, and it's going to look
exactly.
different every time. So you're never going to get bored. You're never going to get bored with this dial. It's because
Yeah,
it's
going
always
to
going to
show
give
you even
you
more. You
something
see,
new.
even when you play with the light, you see, completely changed the dial
Yeah.
completely.
And this is basic light.
Y-
This is like indoors. You got like a lamp or
Yeah,
something. This is,
No, when
it's
you
not
go
the red.
outside, it's crazy. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
go outside, it's crazy. This watch is basically like camellia almost, and I love to wear this watch actually in cherry blossom time.
Oh
Actually,
yeah.
he actually matched the cherry blossom.
It's true. Yeah. No, it's great. Yeah. And here's the thing. What's amazing about it is, when you have it, let's not forget, this is like, from space, right? This is like, this is something that came from outer space and now it's on your wrist. So it's like, you're connected to the cosmos. That's what this is,
Yeah, it is. But when I pass the watch like this, I should say, listen, this would supposed to be the perfect Explorer too, because you have by the fantasy of the story, you have all the glaciers of the ice here, you see? So it's a pretty much
You know
like
what? That's an interesting point because in theory, the Explorer is supposed, I think it was for cave diving or some bullshit, whatever,
yeah,
whatever story they want to feed you. But actually, it's very interesting. I think, that's a good idea, Marcel. That's a great idea. If they had a Meteorite dial on an Explorer 2, right? The GMT Explorer 2, the big one, 42 millimeter. I mean, that would be very cool because
exactly.
because it's all about exploration, like far reaches of space or whatever. I I think that
Yeah,
would be amazing.
and also because they always put that watches on on the ads, they're showing the glaciers of the Himalayas, right? Like with the
Okay,
ice and everything. So here we go. Yeah,
no,
it's
it's
like
amazing.
the perfect
One of
match.
the no, here's the thing. And by the way, one of I think what was the big meteor? One of the big meteor strikes landed in Siberia, right? Like in the, you know, in the ice field or
Yeah,
something. So, yeah, if they did that watch in white gold, if they did the Explorer 2 in white gold, 42 millimeter with a meteorite dial, it'd
it
be,
would.
I think people would go bananas because right now
Yeah,
it's a
it
shit
would be.
watch. Yeah, it's pure garbage.
Yeah, it would be perfect if they do it as a new watch. It's going to be kind of what the fuck, you know. But that time they needed to do that time, you know.
We got
Sometimes you
comment from the punters, Cartier. So yeah, so we're showing that Cartier, that platinum. So he's making a comment: limited production, vintage, so scarcity. Yeah, but why? You know, they've always actually sold, I think, for big money for some of these vintage, because you know the limited production. I get it, you know, but I don't know, the Cartier. I can't get that into it. You know, like I think they actually have some interesting watches. Like I like their dual time, which is like you get like two dials on one thing. You know, I've tried on one of those like funky shape ones, like what is it, Benoit, whatever it's called, like it's like an oval. It's kind of an interesting watch. Yeah, it's you know, like if it was the right one, I'd go. Not the one I showed. I was just showing because it's just kind of interesting to show, but I mean, it's not my thing. All right, so we're
this
the
is the
punters.
same watch.
Yeah, the punter. Okay, so the punter's not. So we got the trio now. We got the trio.
Yeah.
We got the Smurf. The Smurf. This is what do they call it? This is the Smurf, right? The blue. I think
The Smurf,
the black
yeah.
one is, yeah. So
The black is Cookie Monster, yeah.
But with the Cookie Monster is gold or not gold?
It's also gold. It's also white
It's
gold.
also gold.
But
Okay. I don't like that. I had the black and the blue is not. I don't like that combination.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't. They cheapen the watch because they just decide to do everything black dial and they just change the bezel, you know. So
okay.
So this one from the new watch, basically what they did in this one, they just, instead of being steel, they just make it everything white gold, and instead of this green bezel, they put a blue
Marcel,
bezel.
hang on. Keep that on the screen. Keep that submariner. It's funny. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Let me get this. You know, I just did a video today. I posted on the site. You know, I did a video that says what your submariner says about you when you wear one. I basically said you're basically a douchebag when you wear one of these watches, especially the black one. Specifically the black, you know, the black beezil, the black dial.
Yeah,
You know what it is like? That's like every asshole. I don't know if you have this in Tokyo, but if you go in New York, or if you go in like London, like you go in like in Midtown, like all the office workers, you know, all these guys are all, you know, they all have like they're all wearing like a fleece vest, because nobody is wearing suits now. They're all, you know, they're wearing like a fleece vest with a dress shirt, and they got one of these Submariners, the black Submariner, and you need to have a Starbucks coffee cup. Now I don't know if they do that in Japan, but in the U.S., people drink, you know, they carry the coffee. And so, you know, every schmuck in Midtown, he's got that. You know, they're all dressed the same. It's like clones. It's like you go, if anybody goes into Midtown Manhattan in the corner of, let's call it, you know, 52nd Street, 54th Street, and Park Avenue or Lexington Avenue. You stand there at, you know, 11 a.m., 10 a.m., 4 p.m. You're going to see a bunch of guys. They're all dressed, you know, the same. They're wearing like a dress shirt, you know, no tie. I mean, these guys are going to offices, right? This is like, you know, 10 years ago, they would have been wearing a suit or whatever, or a tie. But now they're all got the dress shirt, no tie, the vest, the fleece vest, the black Submariner with the you know, the black doll, and they got the Starbucks coffee, the 16-ounce, what do they call, the grande, whatever. They got the Starbucks. So I call that like the basic bitch Rolex, because, you know, they want to be conformist. They want to fit in. Yeah. How is it in Japan? Do they do that? Do they wear the fleece vest? Because, you know, Japan is a conformist country. You know, they got that salary man, salary man.
Yeah, Japan, you see a lot of suits. A lot of suits. I mean, regarding watches, a lot of office.
But they wear a tie. They're not going to wear an open shirt with a fleece vest if they're
no, it's tie. They're wearing tie.
Yeah,
tie is very very Japanese kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's disrespectful, I think, to not wear a tie if you're, you know, working in an office. I mean, it's like, come on, it's a uniform. Like you're going into war. You're putting on a uniform, like in the military. So
exactly. They all like this. Yeah. Exactly.
But they all have. Do they have the black? Is the black Submariner? Is that in Japan? Is that a big thing or not?
Not necessarily. You're going to see a lot. I saw actually a lot of cheap watches in Salaryman. Not necessarily Rolex. A lot of Seikos and Omega. I saw a Breitling. I saw a lot of watches like that, but not so much a Rolex. I mean, Rolex you're starting to see a little bit, but not so much, and not necessarily salarymen. Sometimes when they come with more nice clothes, let's say in the restaurant, sometimes you see here and there somebody with uh, no, actually, I saw more the GMT black more than the
Okay,
Rolex
okay,
slab. Yeah.
okay. Interesting, interesting. Yeah. So basically, this is the yes. I'm not a fan of the
Mm,
basic Submariner. Like, if you're gonna
mm,
get a Submariner, it's got to have some character. The green I think is a
mm.
good. I like the what is it? The Hulk. I think
No,
that's it
this is
because the
the actually it's funny you mentioned the Starbucks because the nickname of this watch is the Starbucks.
the Star. That's right. The Starbucks. Yeah. Imagine you have this.
Yeah.
Imagine for your yeah. But here's the thing: the green bezel. It kind of takes away. It takes away from the blackness of the dial because I think the black dial is by itself. It's very severe. It's very like
Yeah.
just very black. It's very severe, right? And if you have the black bezel, especially the ceramic, it's just too. It's just too depressing. You need color. You need like a little color, and the green makes it look come alive. It makes it come alive. It's like
Yeah,
um,
this green now doesn't look that good, but on a very
again.
nice
But I
sunny
told you
day,
I
it
hate this watch
pops.
anyway. Like this thing is just too big. It's like I don't like this big size.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like I don't know why you have I don't know why you have this. You got the other
What
stuff
what
that's so
is
much.
funny? What is funny about this? And you saw this Smurf and the meteor dial and everything. It was places that I wear all these watches already, and I don't know why I getting compliments on this one. This
Yeah.
one is somehow it pops with compliments. I have no idea why. I mean,
No,
even with the
the green. I
platinum
don't know.
Daytona.
No, people like green. Okay, so all right, shit. Nobody else. No other punters. No punters joined in. There's only Marcello. It's unbelievable but true. So I'm gonna kind of wrap up here. We've been through an hour. We've run out of rollies. So Marcello, listen. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining again. Thank you everybody for joining the live stream, and we'll see all of you on the next one.